Good morning, all of you. Now, today we are going to discuss about this uniform and non-uniform linear motion. Okay. Now, for to understand this concept clearly, example is given here. Now, Amar, Akbar, and Anthony are traveling in different cars with different velocities, with different speed. The distances covered by them during different time intervals are given in the following table. Now see here, your time is given here, timing, then distance covered by Amar in kilometer, distance covered by Akbar in kilometer, and distance covered by Anthony in kilometer. Okay. Now they started at 5 o'clock, okay, in the morning, for example. So then at 5 o'clock they started, so the distance is 0 kilometer. Okay, means they started. Then after at 5:30, means half an hour after that, Amar reach 20 kilometer, Akbar 18, and Anthony 14. Okay, then after half an hour again, 5:30 to 6, the Amar reached up to 40 kilometer, then Akbar reached up to 36 kilometer, and Anthony reached 28 kilometer. So now they are moving. So we can see now here after every half an hour. So Amar 40 kilometer, then 60, then 80, then 100, then 120. Okay. Then Akbar at 6 o'clock 36, then after that 6:30, 42, 70, 95, 120 kilometer. Then Anthony 28 kilometer, then 42, 56, 70, 84. Now from this we can understand here that half an hour the Amar has reached the difference in every half an hour is 20 kilometer. Okay, so we can say that it is uniform. The Amar has moved in uniform with uniform motion. Okay, uniform means 20 kilometer. Same kilometer here. Difference is every half an hour 20 kilometer. Okay, so we can say that is uniform. Then come to Akbar. So you see here he started at 0, then 18, then 36. So difference is 18. Then after 36 he completed with half an hour 42. So difference is 6 kilometer only. Okay. Then after that half an hour it completed 70. So difference is 28. Then after that 25 difference. So difference is what is the half an hour. The difference in kilometer is not same. So that we can say that it is non-uniform motion. Then come to Anthony. You see here 14 kilometer, then 28, so difference is 14, then 28 to 42, the difference is 14, then 42 to 56, the difference is 14. So same difference is there. So here also we can say that the Anthony has covered, he has in the uniform motion. Okay, so these are the example. Now some questions are there. What is the time interval between the notings of distance made by Amar, Akbar and Anthony? Already we have seen in Amar has 20 kilometer, then Akbar is non-uniform, so I have written non, and Anthony is 14 kilometer. Now who has covered equal distances in equal interval of time? So Amar and Anthony has covered this equal distance in equal interval of time. Are all the distances covered by Akbar in the fixed time interval the same? No. Considering the distances covered by Amar, Akbar and Anthony in fixed time intervals, what you can say about their speed? So considering the distances, we can say that the speeds are not same. So if an object covers equal distances in equal time intervals, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. Now next topic is acceleration. Now this to understand this concept clearly, we will perform one experiment, and this experiment was performed by first time by the scientist Galileo. So this experiment is also called as Galileo experiment. Now what we have to do now? Take a 1 meter long plastic tube and cut it lengthwise into two halves. Okay, so we can take one plastic pipe and we have to cut into two halves. Take one of the channel shape piece as shown in the figure. Place one of its end on the ground and hold the other at some height from the ground as shown in figure 1.4. Now take a small ball and release it from the upper end of the channel. So what we have to do, we have to just take the ball from and we release. Okay, the ball will fall down in this manner. Okay, so observe the velocity of the ball as it rolls down along the channel. So what we will find here is start from 0 when start, then it increases the speed or the velocity increase of the ball, and after that it come to 0. Okay, so its velocity the same at all point? No, it increases. Okay, it increases. Observe how the velocity changes as it moves from the top through the middle and to the bottom. So at the started from the this point and it becomes 0 at the bottom. So you must have all played on a slide in a park. So your personal experience is there when you played on a slide in a park. So you know that while sliding down the velocity is less at the top. Okay, then it increases in the middle and it becomes 0 toward the end. So rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So what is acceleration? The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. The acceleration is formula is equal to change in velocity upon time. Change in velocity means the initial velocity and the final velocity is here. What is initial velocity here? U. This is initial velocity. U is initial velocity and this is the final velocity V. Okay, it is now we will see now. So if the initial velocity is u and in time t it changes to the final velocity v, then we can write acceleration is equal to, the symbol of acceleration is a, small a, is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So we can write this in symbol. A is equal to final velocity is v minus u upon t. So this is the formula for acceleration. Now if the velocity of an object changes during a certain time period, then it is said to have accelerated motion. An object in motion can have two types of acceleration. So any object in motion has two types of acceleration. First one, if the velocity changes by equal amount in equal time interval, the object is said to be in uniform acceleration. Okay. Then in the second case, if the velocity changes by unequal amount in equal time interval, the object is said to be non-uniform acceleration. Okay, already we have seen in the case of that Amar and Akbar. Okay, so unequal, equal we have seen. Now what is positive, negative and zero acceleration? Now we will see now what is positive, what is negative and what is zero acceleration. An object can have positive or negative acceleration. When the velocity of an object increases, the acceleration is positive. In this case, the acceleration is in the direction of velocity. Then, when the velocity of an object decreases with time, it has negative acceleration. Negative acceleration is also called deceleration. Its direction is opposite to the direction of velocity. Now, if the velocity of the object does not change with time, it has zero acceleration. So we will stop here. Thank you.